Okay guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the new Foxeer Predator V2. This is the micro version of the camera. I did a video a few weeks ago on the pre-production version of this camera, and for the most part the image quality appears to be the same to me. I don't think they've made any major changes between the pre-production version and the production version. I believe the only difference in the cameras that I got is the original pre-production version was a PAL camera and this one's an NTSC. But you can look at the previous video if you'd like. Put a card in the corner over here and you can check out that video and compare that video quality to this one, and if you notice any differences let me know. But for the most part it looks the same to me. Now the major difference between the V1 and the V2 is the color reproduction. Basically, there were complaints on the previous version that the colors were kind of washed out and a little bit darker in the darker areas than they should be. I think that had a lot to do with the wide dynamic range algorithm. Basically, to give you a better exposure across the whole image, they had to make some compromises in how the colors are reproduced, and I think they've sort of tweaked that a little bit so that the colors look a little bit better, a little bit more natural. I think that's the biggest difference, in my opinion, between the version 1 and version 2, but otherwise, and a lot of the other features are pretty much the same. It's the same sensor, 1000 TV lines, 4.3 sensor, same latency as far as I can tell. I think they did also mention that they fixed the voltage calibration, or they added a voltage calibration feature on the on-screen display. If you haven't used that, that's something that I don't use. And then there's a couple of settings. I guess they added some presets for like I think the LED. If you do like a light track, if you fly like in dark conditions where there's like an LED light track, for example, they made some improvements there. But I've never even tested it in the first version, so couldn't tell you if there's any difference between the first version and the second version in that setting. But anyway, I'll go ahead and show you the flight footage that I got from this camera. And I know that there's a lot of you guys that have been asking me, hey, give me a side-by-side comparison to this camera, that camera, etc., etc. Obviously, there's just too many cameras out there right now, so it's not really possible to do a side-by-side test for everything. But if you want to do your own side-by-side test, I will have a compilation video coming up with some of the cameras, not all of them, in different rounds. Obviously, there's going to be round 1, round 2, and then going forward, as new cameras come out, I'll have additional rounds of these cameras where I'm flying the same path, the same park, similar lighting conditions, same part of the day, sunny. I'm going to be mostly sunny conditions. So if you guys want to do your own side-by-side comparisons, I'll have a video down the road, probably pretty soon. I'm compiling up a lot of these video samples, and it's going to be basically the same flight path, and you can then compare camera to camera by doing a side-by-side comparison by opening up multiple browsers. But I'll explain that in the other video that will come out pretty soon if you guys are interested in that kind of comparison. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show you some flight footage from this camera. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.